Alright, everybody. Time for Barbarossa's March. Definitely one of the hardest of the original Age of Kings campaign scenarios. Let's get into it.
The Holy Roman Empire was complete, and for the moment, both Germany and Italy swore fealty to Barbarossa. Alas, the peace was not to endure. The Crusader states in Palestine were crumbling. A Saracen king named Saladin had evicted virtually every Crusader from their castle.
We'll get to that soon.
Crusade, before the Holy Land became Saracen once again. Remarkably, Barbarossa agreed to undertake this new crusade for the Pope he had fought so hard against. King Philip of France and England's Richard the Lionhearted had already boarded ships.
Remember the Cyprus campaign? This is also the same time.
But Barbarossa's army was the largest by far, and there wasn't a fleet in Europe that could transport it. The Emperor would have to march overland to Constantinople and through the land of the Turks to reach the rendezvous in Jerusalem. Constantinople was the capital of the Byzantine Empire and one of the most glorious cities on the globe. Barbarossa's army would be able to rest and resupply in Constantinople before it began the Great March.
I didn't know that was the second R in R&R. Rest and resupply. Kappa. Alright, at least 10 troops must survive to reach the Hospitaller camp. There are a few safe places to land along the Anatolian peninsula. That would be Turkey. Directly across from Constantinople is one of the safest landings, and the one you should take. Do not destroy any enemy ships that you might use. You are unable to build your own. This should say, don't destroy the Byzantine ships. Advance slowly, scout ahead, and protect your siege weapons and monks. Definitely. The Imperial Army has traveled east towards the Holy Land. To transport the vast army over the Aegean Sea, Barbarossa will need the help of the Byzantines. Transport ships can either be found in Constantinople or Gallipoli. Crossing the sea will not be easy with the Saracen navy patrolling it. They're also hanging around on the other side, like on this side, I guess in Greece or Bulgaria or whatever. And Anatolia is fallen to the Seljuk Turks thanks to Manzikert. And the road is dangerous. And once we get to the Hospitallers, we win.
Your Imperial Majesty, we must cross the Sea of Marmara to reach the Holy Land. There are two places where we might commandeer ships. The big port of Gallipoli and the fortified city of Constantinople.
Okay. So, I always sucked at these scenarios where you can't boom. Never get any villagers, obviously. There is a galleon here. Got him. Anyway, there's going to be a house over here, and there's going to be some Mamelukes. Go heal up by the monks. Unlike the Siege of Paris, which is the other sort of big army, no eco scenario in Age of Kings, you do get some monks here. And you also have post-imp upgrades.
An abandoned house?
But all your enemies are also post-imp, by the way. And you have to be very careful of enemy Archer and Mameluke micro, because they'll just micro back forever and be really annoying. Anyway, we're going to go through Constantinople, because that one is the easiest by far. But to do that, we'll have to actually, you know, punch our way through. So what we're going to do is we're going to bait out their troops. Also, don't go too far this way, because there's a bunch of Saracen troops this way. We're going to bait them out, and then kill the onagers, and then let all these guys kill the cataphracts. At least that's the plan.
No, not more Crusaders. Emperor Barbarossa, I do not want that filthy army in my city. Turn back at once.
Your Imperial Majesty, if we want to use the Byzantine navy, we must...
Oh, let's not use our siege onagers here. They will do way more damage to us than any of the Byzantine troops. Make sure we snipe the onagers, and then run our paladins away from the halberdiers. Ah! And let our own halbs and TKs clean up these guys. Okie dokie. Well, that didn't go too poorly. Watch there be like one more onager, and it just comes in and kills my entire army. There are a bunch of bombard towers here, so we'll have to take this fairly slowly. But it will give our monks some time to heal up our army. And we do have a Byzantine ally, so they will be healing a bit faster. Our Byzantine ally would be Gallipoli, and also Constantinople. Actually, I don't know how that works. Maybe someone in the comments does. If you have if you're into like a Diplo scenario, so like we started to be allies with Constantinople, but say they were, I don't know, Vikings. And we'd have cheaper docks because of the team bonus in the beginning. But if they changed stance with us, would we still have the cheaper docks? Or vice versa, if somebody started as our enemy and then became allies, do we then get their team bonus? I don't actually know. I have not played enough Diplo in my time. Correction, I have not played enough Diplo to know the answer to that question in my time. Played more than enough Diplo to be enough for me. Not the biggest fan. We don't need to kill all the bombard towers, but we do need it to kill enough to get a path through. Wait, how has that gate not taken any damage yet? But yeah, I will show you guys the easiest way to get through the maze of enemy units. Because, yeah, you cannot actually fight every enemy. At least I don't think you can. There should be one more bombard tower down here, and we'll also destroy this bombard tower, and that should be enough. Also remember Constantinople from when we destroyed it as Attila. Well, we were supposed to just sit outside it, but then we just ended up destroying it anyway. Good times. There's also going to be a castle around here, but we'll brave it with our paladins. Whatever. Go, go, go! Hit the targets! Oh. And dodge them. There's the castle. Ate a bombard cannon hit, or bombard tower hit, rather.
Very well, Barbarossa.
We lost one paladin, but that's certainly not the end of the world.
I will allow you to use my navy if you will take your looting crusaders and me.
Anywho, now is when things get really scary. Like, really scary. So you have this nice, shiny Byzantine fleet. But now the Saracens are going to come and attack us with their entire army. And it's going to be really scary. Like, really scary. Like, this is the hardest part of the scenario, Scary. Make sure we have everybody. Ah! All right. Come on, everybody. Why aren't they sending all their ships to attack us? Did they change it? It used to be that they just send their entire fleet at you, and like you literally have to like send transports to debate the enemy ships and whatnot. Did they change that? If so, the scenario becomes way easier. Oh, 40 troops, perfect. So 20 this way. I realize now that that was not the best way of doing things. So, yeah, I guess they just don't send their entire fleet at you. Well, that makes this easier. Like, a lot easier. Yeah, wow. This is so much easier! Ah! Oh, that wasn't great. Anyway, our landing zone will be over here. And it is at this point where you don't need your navy anymore. Just so long as you get everybody across the Sea of Marmara. There are a lot of little like nooks and crannies where you can get additional soldiers. And I'll try and show you guys all of those. But like I said, I'm just gonna do what I think to be the easiest way of going about things. The big thing is just avoid aggroing the enemy units, if possible. We're gonna go like a big loop around this way. So, one of two little extra troops we're gonna get.
Spare us, Crusaders, and we will help you with your dirty work.
Huh. I guess Gaia is not Turks. I guess they're probably Saracens, because we don't have Sipahi. But these cav archers will be very useful for debating enemies. There's going to be a castle coming up here. Well, there's one here too, but we're not going that way. Okay, so let's do it this way. We're going to use these cav archers. There's going to be some enemy cav archers that are hanging around over here. We're going to just try and debate them back into our Teutonic Knights' halbs and crossbows. course, Turk cav archers are very good. But not halberdier-proof, to say the least. Anyway, I think there's some more.
In that
Yep.
Seljuk fortress, I spy many onagers. If we could capture those, it would make this trek through the wasteland a bit easier.
That is definitely the case if you were not able to preserve your initial siege onagers. But since we were able to do that, we actually don't care about the onagers. Let's just still be safe and take down the castle. But we probably could avoid it if we're trying to speedrun it. Oh, actually, I missed a cav archer. My bad. Yeah, all of the AIs in this scenario are dummy AIs, so they don't do anything unless, you know, they're aggroed. Which is why this cav archer and this trebuchet are just so unconcerned with the fact that their castle's getting trebbed down. Meow. I think we can take down this one last cav archer. Actually, there might be another one. Nope, looks like it's just this guy. That trebuchet didn't last long. Anyway, like I said, you don't actually need to deal with this because we're going this way anyway, but I just wanted to be safe. But yeah, we were having a very easy time of things compared to the experience I'm used to. The fact that the Saracens didn't attack you with literally everything they had, definitely a big difference maker. Because you usually lost like half your army to that. Random noises outside, what else is new? So, you can see that we have circumvented this whole area. And the biggest thing is to avoid, or at least isolate and destroy all ranged units, because they'll just keep on microing back and then they start aggroing other units, and then you're just, you're not having a good time. Anyway, there's going to be some trees here, and we just need to onager through them. If you are out of onagers for whatever reason, you can use your trebuchets. And if you're out of trebuchets too, then you're screwed. Then you have to find another way. If only. Alrighty. Now, we may end up aggroing some units over here. We'll see. Yes, we did. Anyway, this is 11, so you only need to have these guys survive, and after these guys, there aren't any more enemies we have to kill. Wow, this is like the easiest go of the scenario I've ever had. Which is nice, because, you know, usually when I'm recording or streaming, everything goes horribly wrong. Let's make sure we don't run into anybody unnecessarily. But if you go this exact route, then you don't have to worry about fighting any more enemies once you get through this pass here and defeat these guys. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the wolves. There's a bunch of wolves over here, but considering you kill them in 2 hits, and they kill you in 180 hits, I think you're fine. Even if it is painful to have to slaughter my own kind. Alas, it must be done. And we're almost here.
The forces of Frederick Barbarossa. What happened? You look like hell.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad, honestly.
You can rest there.
They added these Frankish paladins in DE. These guys didn't used to be here. Looking all cool. And this is where you need to bring the 10 troops
Welcome.
within this flagged area.
You may rest here with us before you continue your journey to the Holy Land.
How hospitable of you, Hospitalers. Hweh, 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 hweh. Anyway, I'll show you guys everything else. So here in the European side, here's Constantinople. Looks fairly similar to when we attacked it in Attila. But yeah, like, these guys would attack you right away, and like the Mamluks would always back up, and then the siege onagers were annoying, then they had the keep and the castle there, and they'd attack you. And then look at all these ships. Normally they send literally everything they have at you instantly. And it's really scary. You can get some throwing axemen over here if you really feel like it. Also, here's Gallipoli, but you only get 4 transport ships from them. You don't get any warships. Where can you even land? Other than across from Constantinople, you can land here. But then you have to fight through here, and you have to fight through here, and you have to fight through here. There's these guys here. Yeah, this is why the way I took is the best way. Because you don't have to go through all this crap. Yeah, you can get some monks over here if you feel like it. I think that's actually it for Gaia units. Just those, plus these cav archers and siege onagers. But we made it. Well, most of us anyway.
That marched for hundreds of miles through the cracked mountains in the heat of July. So when it stumbled upon the Gökshu River, the men were astonished and grateful. Barbarossa himself could not resist plunging into the cold water without even pausing to remove his armor. To the disbelief of the surviving troops, Barbarossa drowned.
This is why you don't try and ford the river. You go around.
Others believed the 67-year-old heart had finally given out. Regardless of the exact cause of death, Barbarossa's crusade ended there, on June 10th, 1190. The Holy Roman Emperor was gone.
Well, that was rather anticlimactic a death for Barbarossa. Yeah, not that bad a KD, all things considered. Anyway, next and finally for Barbarossa, we'll have the Emperor sleeping. See you guys then.